Hello there. I'm hanging out with yet another 3rd gen Toyota 4Runner. And this one's kind of dissimilar to all the other ones I've ever driven or been around. This is a 99 4Runner, 192,000 miles, which pretty typical mileage for one of these. But what's atypical is a big honking collection of mods and good ones that have been done to this truck. And so let's check it out. We'll go around it, you know, take a look at some of the mods that we can see. And also just some of the imperfections. It's not perfect. It's still a almost 30-year-old truck, 25 anyways. And so let's scope it out. Oh, and it's also for sale, if you haven't figured that out. If you got here via the auction, great. If you didn't, check out the link in the description below to see what it's doing and maybe place a bid if you want. So it does have aftermarket headlights, step one. It also has these fog lights, which are obscenely bright, which is great. You can see this bumper bar has been painted. There's some rock chips underneath it, but it looks really good. These painted bumpers, you know, a lot of them are chrome, and the painted ones are great, but they chip up super easily, just kind of the shape. Not surprising that this one's been repainted, and it looks great because it's been repainted. Somebody changed out the hood for this sports package hood, which is rad. I've always liked that on these. Really cool. Got an antenna delete there. Got these cool Kansai wheels and the Toyo Open Country all-terrains. Good tires. Where's our date code on these? These are... I don't see. We'll determine that. I mean, they look great. They're not dry rotted. You can even see some of the original marking from when they cast it. So, a lot of meat left in those. We've got this excellent heavy-duty rack. The paint up top looks pretty good. They like to fade out. This one looks great. It's a really shallow dent here on the side of the bumper. A high point here. Might feel like I'm kind of being ticky-tack and overly picky, and I kind of am. But, you know, put all the cards on the table. Small dent here under the taillight. Small dent here on the bumper. Small crease on the side of the bumper here. Quarter panel looks great. Doors look great. Pardon the dirt. I did, this thing just got detailed and I drove it over here for photos and immediately got dirt on it. But that's what you want to do with a 4Runner like this, is get dirt on it. A little piece of this belt molding is gone, just snapped off. I'm pretty sure these are still available. You can probably get those. It's funny, they actually tend to fade out more than break. And that one's broken and not faded, so who knows? Interior's great. Held up really well. I love the cloth seats in this era Toyota. They hold up so well and they're comfy. And you know, 192,000 miles, if this was leather, if this was a limited trim truck with leather seats, these would be hammered. But because they're cloth, they're in great shape. Okay, we got some control switches for ARB lockers. That's a switch for those aftermarket fog lights we were talking about. Clutch cancel switch. We've got a wideband air fuel gauge and sensor. Hope if I actually close the door. We've got this scan gauge, that's cool. It plugs into the OBD port. Aftermarket stereo. Power sunroof. Headliner looks good. It's a little stained over here. You can see probably once upon a time the sunroof drain might have been clogged and water got through into the headliner, but it doesn't smell. Certainly doesn't seem like it's a recent development. That probably has happened a long time ago, in some point in the 192,000 miles, almost 193 mile history of this truck. Start it up. Heard there on start up that little buzz. That's the pump for the ARB system. HVAC works great. AC is cold. Does have a brand new battery. I know, because I put it in. It's part of why the owner of this truck is moving on. Stereo works. I don't get any reception out here. But he's moving on from it. Simply, he bought it. It's cool. He's used it sparingly, and now he's using it almost never. So it's time for it to find a new owner who will put some use into it. We've got power locks, power windows. Roll those up, and let's do the same over here. Great. This guy's cool. There's all kinds of different settings and gauges, like advanced trip stuff, trip computer type stuff. You can scan for codes. No DCTs. As I said, had a dead battery. You'll see that on the PPI, and so I just brought a battery with me and threw it in. So it's got a fresh battery. That's why the monitors aren't set for emissions, but they'll. Here, let's see which one it is. Cat. Yeah, because it's driven a whole 3 miles since it's got a fresh battery. But if everything's set that quick, it'll set cat monitors pretty quick. Toyotas are easy. What else? Let's pop the hood. Let's look under there. You can check out the real party trick. I've kind of buried the lead. I'm not good at closing this door on a hill, am I? What is that? That is a Magnuson Supercharger. Got a fresh timing belt that was done by the prior owner. There's a brand spanking new battery. This was installed about an hour ago by yours truly. No weird ticks, no weird smells. Not burning any oil. We've got headers. That's fun. The air compressor for the ARB system. Yeah. It's just a rad truck. I'd never driven a 5-speed supercharged one. I've never driven a supercharged one of these. I did to get it here, which I've already recorded. You're going to see my driving of it here in a moment. First time driving it, and I get it. I always thought, I think I got enough power. I wasn't really need a supercharger. And then I drove this just moments ago, and it rules. I completely understand. You can see why I had the windows open. They are tinted, but it makes it a little dark in here, which is the point, but not for filming and not for taking pictures. I realized we didn't try the sunroof. I think I saw a note that maybe it doesn't work, but let's see. Yeah, doesn't want to work. It makes some noises, the motor's working, but what happens a lot of times is there's cables in these and they either stretch out or they break. Good news is this one's broken in the closed position. Much better than open. Ignore my camera bag. Speaking of party tricks, keys in the ignition. I have tested this. It does work with the key. We'll roll it up from the inside then. All right, why don't we do that? Let's roll that glass up. Then we'll go for a drive. I'll stitch a cold start in there. I did a cold start right after I put the battery in it. So it was a very cold start. And back window up. Bang. Okay, let's I'll stitch a cold start in here. We'll go for a drive, and you get to experience it with me for the first time. This will be fun. All right, let's do it. Okay, let's do a cold start on the Supercharged 4Runner. We are driving the Supercharged 3rd Gen 4Runner. Let's get out of suburbia. First time driving this truck, and I can already hear that supercharger. Okay, seems to have a little bit more punch than your run-of-the-mill 5ZFE powered truck. 2nd gen in front of us, that's fun. Hear those lockers in the rear making some noise. Okay, I get it. I understand the hype of the supercharger on these trucks. Ooh, we're almost to the mystery spot. Let's go. All right. Well, looks like a good a spot as any. Just take a break. And yeah, what a cool truck. I've driven plenty of 3rd gen 4Runners. I've never driven a supercharged one, and that with a 5-speed is actually pretty good. So yeah, if you want to put this one in your life, you can do that. It's for sale. So follow the link in the description below. You're gonna see the auction for this truck. Yeah, check it out. Bid often, bid early. And thanks for tagging along.